Good evening. Welcome on in to the evening edition of From Day One. Where we left off in 36th District Court is where we shall begin with Mrs. Bryant in bunny ears for Halloween, adjudicating the soft sit.
To be able to do these things.
And you are in the 36th District Court.
All right. So
Well, first,
Attorney
I'm not
Griffin,
US.
all right. All right. I can't, Mr. Williams. I can't argue back and forth today with you. I've had an amazingly long docket this morning. So I told you, you can come back and we can have this discussion at 1:30, but I need to finish the rest of the people from this morning's docket before I continue to have this discussion. So I don't mind. We can do it at 1:30, but I got to finish my morning docket before we have all these philosophical discussions on why I have jurisdiction over you as a court. Attorney Harmon Griffin, off the record in that matter.
Yeah. So I was just letting Miss Mason, I sent you a chat message, but I believe we're ready, Judge.
I have not received a chat from you.
Oh, well, how about, do you see it now?
Oh.
It's okay. What's for Norman Wallace? Let me send it again, but I thought I sent it direct chat. Do you see that?
Oh, here it is.
There shall not be any cutting of trees. Don't cut any trees. I'll pass the order. No cutting of trees, no felling of trees in Patna number 12.
All right. So while this was going on, Natalie sent me part two. I don't know. I'm going to try right now. I haven't seen it.
N9.
I see him trying to sign in. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
I told you, Mr. Williams, to come back at 1:30. My staff needs a break and I need a break as well.
Can I come in, or I gotta do the video?
You can do video. You want to have an in-court, listen, if you want to have an in-court discussion about all of this, I want written filed motions for all of this. I'm not going to have a philosophy discussion about why we have jurisdiction over you. So you need to file motions, the appropriate motions with the court that go with each one of the things that you're talking about that you want to happen. I'm going to repeat, I'm not going to dismiss them because you think I don't have jurisdiction. I'm not.
But
you have to show me why we don't have jurisdiction over you.
But Your Honor, you're supposed to be an unbiased arbiter. We're supposed to be in between.
That's right.
The prosecutor.
That's
the
right.
Prosecutor need to explain how she got jurisdiction over you.
So you have, and their explanation comes when you file a motion. So you need to file a motion so that they can know what legal principles and arguments you're standing on so that they can properly respond to it. If you just say that you don't have jurisdiction, I'm going to tell them that as an officer of the court, we take judicial notice that if you were in the city of Detroit operating or doing any of these things, that's why they drew the ticket on you. But if there's a jurisdictional issue, you have to state a legal reasoning why and give the prosecutor's office time to respond to your legal, factual basis and reasoning as to why that happens. So I'm more than welcome. I'll set a hearing date to give you motion times to be able to do that, but you have to file a written motion as to why you believe legally they don't have jurisdiction over you.
But ain't that state duty? That's the reason why I'm here.
Duty of it. So I'm telling you, I take judicial notice that the ticket was written in the city of Detroit. So they have a legal reason and basis for giving you the ticket. You hear that? That's the first thing. So right. I'm already stating as an officer of the court that by receiving these tickets, they have a legal reason and jurisdiction over you. Right? But if you believe they don't.
I mean, he's getting put down by a judge with floppy ears on. It's fun.
If you run my name, you will see that I surrendered my state ID and I have a passport, right? I have no contracts with the Secretary of State whatsoever. So
you just have with the United States of America, which is an even higher jurisdiction than us.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. So
she doesn't have the time or the crayons to explain this to you, as Judge Van would say.
the SOS, I don't have no contact with them. And if you run it,
So just because you don't avail yourself of the formal process doesn't mean that you cannot be held to the standards and rules of the Secretary of State's office. That's not how this works. So you don't sever ties. That's not how it works. If you avail yourself to the rules, if you allow yourself to get into a vehicle and drive on the streets in the state of Michigan, in the city of Detroit, you have now automatically availed yourself to the laws, to the civil infractions, to the misdemeanors which lie within this state and the city bounds.
That's not what the Constitution says. And you took an oath.
I did.
Right.
I took lots of oaths too, just so you know. Well, I done took all kinds of oaths to be an attorney, to be a judge, to be, when I graduated from college, I'm sure I took some oaths. I've taken oaths. And that's why I can say with a straight face and a clear conscience that I am following the rules of the state of Michigan and the city of Detroit when I say that they have the ability and the right to write tickets to people who travel, go upon the city streets of the city of Detroit, the state of Michigan, and to issue tickets to individuals. We deputize those individuals on the street. Now, whether or not it's true, that's another type of hearing. Whether or not these allegations are that have been alleged are true, that's not the hearing that I'm deciding today. Unless you want to take some type of offer. The only thing I'm deciding today is whether or not you want to move forward with some type of plea, or whether or not you want to move forward with a trial, or whether or not you want to move forward in that type of capacity and way. So, and you said that you don't believe that we have jurisdiction, or that these tickets are not. So I'm telling you, if you don't believe it's jurisdiction, you have to file a written.
He's got the thinker pose. Well, I was making a stupid argument to a judge who's smacking him around while she has ears on. I love it.
Legal document that says why you don't believe that they have jurisdiction. And so that they can respond to it legally, like on a legal basis.
I'll do that.
Okay, so how much time do you need, Mr. Williams, to have the hearing? Because what they do is you'll submit your written stuff. They'll get time to be able to respond, and then you'll have a copy of that so that you can make sure that you can understand what's going on. So how much time do you need?
Oh, he won't.
Give me till January.
Okay. So we'll come back on January 30th. That gives you 90 days. I need the motion filed before then, though. So I need the motion filed by January. On the record, recalling the matter of the people versus Timothy Williams and all his matters. Can I have your name for the record, sir?
Timothy Williams.
All right. And then, City, I'll make sure that also the attorney that's typically assigned knows this as well. I'll set it that it be, I'm trying to find the calendar for January, sorry.
Wait, is he taking an attorney now?
All right.
I was reading chat.
So I'm gonna have a hearing in this matter. Let's do it on a Thursday. So let's do it February 1st, because I'm gonna need time. February 1st, 2024 is gonna be the actual hearing date though. But I'm gonna have you submit your motion no later than January the 12th. And then there needs to be a response from the people by January 26th. And we'll have the motion hearing on February the 1st.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm sorry. I was in another courtroom. This is the prosecutor, Dia Chiku Mason. So we're doing on Mr. Williams, Timothy Williams.
So he wants to file a motion. I told him if he wants to file a motion, it needs to be filed no later than January 12th. The people have the response needs to be by January 26th. And the hearing will be February 1st.
Very good, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, there's nothing further. That concludes this hearing for today.
Your Honor, am I able to come in, or is it gonna be
Are you
Zoom?
what?
Am I able to come in on this?
You can physically come in if you want to. You want to have it in person?
Yep.
Okay, in person on February the 1st, 2024, okay?
Yep.
All right. All right, that
Okay.
concludes this hearing. Bond will continue at $0 personal.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Yeah, you can. All right.
Thank you, Judge. You all have a great day.
You too. Thank you. So, let me turn it off.
So I went in and I pressed her, laid her.
Well, there you have it. That worked out well. Thank you, Natalie D, who not only sent me the first clip, but then sent me the second bit while I was streaming. I mean, you can't ask for much better than that. That's our Halloween treat right there. We have us. We have a good subset roll into the 36D and get absolutely put down by a cute judge with fuzzy ears. It was better than I could have hoped for. All right. Thank y'all for coming out. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon.
There it goes. Thank you, Mikey, for the conclusion of that fun. All right. I'm going to take a look in just a second, see if we can find anything else to finish us through. Let's see, is there anything going on? Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Move this out of the way so I can see more. All right. Team Skeptic, I think you got a quickie for us. Let's go. Mr. Skeptic, are you ready?
Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, we have an entitled sovereign citizen Karen and her fake lawyer husband who both think they're above the law, and a couple of no-nonsense Florida cops who disagree and take her dumb ass to jail. So let's begin.
Yay.
I'm Sergeant Brown, UCPD. The reason I stopped because you're not wearing your seatbelt. You have your license registration on you, ma'am.
I'm sorry, is that, I'm sorry. I just took my seatbelt off.
No, you didn't.
You didn't have her on.
Yes, I did.
Mm-mm.
Yes, I did.
Mm-mm.
Yes, I did.
Mm-mm.
You're gonna have to, I just took it off. I wear my seatbelt. Actually, I yell at everybody for not wearing their seatbelt.
Outstanding. You have your license on you, ma'am?
I'm not gonna do this morning.
Dude, we're not from here.
I know you guys from Michigan. I saw the tag. Do you have your passport on you or some sort of ID?
I left it at the fucking house. It's not even on me.
Okay, no worries.
We got mine.
He's got his.
Okay. Do you have
I'm
it?
on my way to church right now.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Yep.
Do you actually have a DL?
What do you mean? I don't need a driver's license in America, actually. Just to be honest with you, I don't. I've already won this in court.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I was
Fantastic.
definitely wearing my seatbelt. We'll have to subpoena those videos.
What's your
for
first name, ma'am?
anything.
Ma'am, what's your first name?
What?
Your first name?
What is your name?
But I'm trying to figure out what crime I committed for you to ask
You
me that.
committed
Well, as
being
he stated, he
stupid
pulled
in
you over for
public.
not wearing your seatbelt. And even though it's just a civil citation, when you're pulled over, you must identify yourself at the officer's
Yes, you
request.
do.
If you don't, At that point, you will be committing a crime.
Not wearing your seatbelt, ma'am.
That's not a crime.
It's a traffic violation, ma'am.
It's actually a civil infraction.
Which I can pull you over for, yes.
No, I was wearing my seatbelt though. We're having a dispute here. I was wearing it, and you're saying
we're
it
having a
wasn't.
dispute here. So
So
here,
you can't tell me I was not wearing
can you
it.
settle down for a second here? Here's how it's gonna play out. I'm gonna verify everything, and I'm just gonna cut you a traffic warning and be on my merry way. That was my whole plan. Just to be honest with you, not to get into a long, drawn-out argument about whatever. I'm just going to verify that you have a license or whatever that says you can drive in the state of the United States. Once that's clean and valid, I'm out of here. That is my plan. All right, what's your first name, Mama?
It's Dixie.
Dixie, Miss Dixie. Okay, and your birthday?
It's in August.
August what? 22nd.
Wow, I cannot wait to tell my professor this.
Okay, and the year?
We have to do all this over
Yeah, because I don't have her DL or
I don't
a
need
passport.
DL.
No, you do need a driver's license in the state of Florida. According to Florida Statute 322.03, anyone operating a motor vehicle in the state of Florida must have a valid driver's license.
But I just told you
You
that.
need an
I won it in the
identification,
Supreme
though.
Court.
Right.
I don't have to have I don't have to
To
have
verify
an
your
identification.
identity, yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Okay, whatever you say, but I need. What's your date of birth?
Oh, 82.
82. Okay.
282. Here's my passport.
Oh, perfect.
26. I was looking for my passport ID, but I only have my passport.
All right, thank you, Miss Dixie.
You're welcome.
Also, by any chance, do you have the registration?
This is my husband's truck.
Okay. Do you have the registration or anything that has a VIN on it?
We
no
do
worries.
things different.
I've never been pulled over before.
Okay.
Honestly.
Yeah, and I had my seatbelt on.
Okay, hang on. So all she has is her passport.
Well, the truck's not registered, so
It's not even registered. I can't even get anything back on the tag.
there's nothing for it. It's not registered.
Great. Okay.
51.
Here's where we're at.
Step out over here real quick.
Found you. You don't. Your license suspended. Out of
mine?
Yeah. Can't find you, and we can't even find the truck. It's not even registered. So I'm gonna run the VIN real quick. Yeah. I mean, we have access. We have access from. We have access in the database of all the states, but I'm gonna run the VIN and see what we get. That's where we're at. Hello.
What's going on?
How's it going?
These guys seem to give us fucking warnings when we get to church. About to be late.
Yeah, well, if your Neander wife wasn't doing everything in her power to make this difficult, then the original officer would have just written you a warning and sent you on your way.
Yeah, unfortunately, whatever identification you guys are providing is not coming back. I don't know if he told you that.
It's
a federal ID.
Find me. It's a federal ID.
I understand that, but you guys need to have at least a state ID.
I'm actually in Homeland Security School. You don't like going for my bachelor's associates? That's not true.
What are you talking about?
I understand that, but you are required to have a driver's license.
No, you're not.
Okay.
That's
all right.
Title 18, Section 31, brother. I know what the words
He's a
are.
lawyer.
Okay.
That's why we got a passport. It actually says on there to not detain.
And I've been pulled over
If I'm correct,
a
it says
few
not
different
detain.
times. Never have a problem. It's always freaking Florida.
Miss Dixie.
I don't want to talk to you about the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not finding it at all.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. They're on a paper system.
Okay.
And what is this guy talking about? A passport isn't an identification.
It's a form of identification. Is not a form for a licensed operator motor vehicle.
Yeah, but we're not a resident of the state of Florida.
You still have to have a licensed operator vehicle in the state of Florida.
Okay.
Go ahead, Eustace.
I actually am getting my bachelor's associates in Homeland Security.
I know that was hard to hear, but this idiot just said she was getting her bachelor associates in Homeland Security. Now I'd like all of you to take a moment and head to the comment section and press X to doubt. And now comes my favorite part, where she compares being a sovereign citizen to being black in America.
Okay, first of all, that would be like calling somebody black the N-word.
Oh, Karen, you still have a lot to learn in life. An African American is not an African American because they choose to be an African American. So calling them a derogatory term based on something they can't help, like the color of their skin, is fucked up. However, you people...
What do you mean, you people?
...have chosen this life for yourself. So if you don't want to be called a sovereign citizen, then stop acting like a fucking sovereign citizen.
Yes, it is. Just ask me, though, because that's a discriminating comment. You just sovereign citizen. Everybody is a sovereign. Why? I would like to. Oh, I see. Cody, why are you arresting me? Good, arrest me. I hope you arrest me. Call Kathy right now. Get my attorneys on the phone. Don't touch me. Okay. Okay.
All right, ma'am.
Okay.
Get up.
Okay.
You're resisting now.
Okay. I'm not resisting anything. You just pulled me
Step
backwards.
inside. Watch your head.
I am pregnant.
Oh God, she bred.
Can you fucking use the handcuffs? It is the law. You cannot handcuff me behind my back.
Thanks, guys. All right. My guys are not being aggressive. Your wife is taking things up a notch, unfortunately. But and this is where we're coming from. She doesn't have a driver's license. Okay.
But she's
There's
not driving.
no, she was driving. That's what I'm saying. I saw her drive.
I'm telling you, we're not driving. We're traveling.
Okay, you're traveling, whatever you want to call it, but she does not have a valid driver's license.
Your feet in now.
Are being
So
calm.
here's the deal. Now you're being charged with resisting.
What?
You're being charged with resisting as well. I'm not putting up
I
the bullshit.
didn't resist. I was backwards. How can I resist?
Put your left foot in. Not lawfully obeying to command.
What is the first command?
I told you to go to the car.
Why would you
Walk
put
over
me
here.
and detain me?
Because you're being arrested.
Put your left foot
But
in
for
now.
what?
I already explained to you. Operating a motor vehicle in the state of Florida without a plowed
That
license.
is not your that is
Okay.
not a vehicle.
Watch your knee. That'll be for your-
My passport says
Foot
do
in the
not
side.
detain me.
It might be time for you to get a new passport, since this one's do not detain clearly isn't working anymore.
Cody, let me ask you, I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a question, okay? Are you guys like sovereign citizens?
No, of course not.
Okay.
We're just Americans that stand up for, our rights.
Okay, and I'm totally fine with that. I
Okay.
respect that by all means. It's okay. I don't mean to like insult you by asking that question. But
Okay.
the certain language that was being used, it kind of had me like a little concerned.
Okay.
You guys are
I mean, Ibotta
you guys are
went to church.
traveling, but
Yeah.
you guys gotta have a driver's license.
No,
You can't have a passport and stuff for ID
You
purposes.
will be in Florida. Yeah, it is for ID purposes.
For ID purposes, but for driving a motorized vehicle in the states, you need a traveling. You need a driver's license.
You do not need a driver's license to travel.
Yes, you do.
All right, ma'am. Have a female officer pat you down, make sure you don't have anything.
Okay, this is an
illegal on
abuse
your
of
person.
power, and
It's not
I
an
will
abuse
be.
of power,
It's
it's-
okay. Let her pat
it's
me
our
down.
policy.
Let her pat me down.
All right.
You can go ahead and pat me down,
Right
ma'am.
over here. There you go.
I have the right to remain silent,
yes.
and that's what I choose to do so from now on. You will not get my fingerprints. You will not get anything from me.
Do you have anything on you, guns, drugs?
No, I don't have anything on me. Anything. Anything. Go ahead.
Do you have anything in your bra?
I don't have anything in my bra but my boobies. Oh my God, I cannot wait to file a lawsuit against the Eustis Police Department.
What are you gonna sue them for? Doing their jobs? And I don't know if you've ever heard of a little thing called qualified immunity, but you should really look it up. It keeps half-eaten cheeseburger lockers like yourself from suing the brave men and women who protect